All right, welcome back, everybody, to Real Talk Realty Podcast, where we put the real in real estate. You are with your host, JD.
And Gabby.
And we have two very special guests. I know one of these faces you definitely remember. Our lovely Sam Schweinhart from DR Horton. And who do you got with you today, Sam?
Oh, well, I actually have two special guests, and we'll get to the second one later. But my first special guest,
She better lock in.
drum roll, is the famous Quinn Taylor.
Woo! Hit the applause. Which one's the applause?
No.
Oh, my God. No. Try the bottom right. There we go.
If anyone remembers watching the last podcast, I do because I just rewatched it. We spent a really long time talking about Quinn.
Yes, we did. For good reason. We love this guy.
I appreciate that.
I've known Quinn now for what? Probably four years. I mean, I was doing real estate for maybe like 2 years, and then I met you.
Before COVID.
Yeah.
Maybe a year or two before that. So.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know, time flies.
It does. They're all working in different communities, and we have Leanna over there who's going to be popping in shortly, who's also going to talk about her community. But first, let's dive into kind of what's going on in your world, in the DR Horton world. What's a pressing hot fire issue that we want to talk about? Maybe not an issue, but something exciting.
We have lots of exciting things coming
Yeah.
up.
Yes.
As you guys know, DR Horton is traditionally an inventory builder, which means you guys are bringing your clients are coming and looking at the house that they're actually going to buy. Quick move-ins, process is really similar to a resale, minus all the fun like extras and incentives that you get with a builder. But we are going to keep doing that, but we are starting to introduce some more to-be-built or longer projected deliveries for those people that are, I want to get in, I want to lock my price in, but I need a couple months to save up to get my total cash out of pocket. Or, hey, daycare ends in 4 months. Do you have anything that settles in 5 months? It's now something that we're able to do where we traditionally weren't.
Yeah. And we actually love that with our clients because DR Horton's one of my favorite parts about the DR Horton builder is that you what you see is what you get. So when you show up to, their home sites, if, it's very clear what's available, what's not available, and it's easy to tour. And it's unlike a lot of other builders where it is, most of them are to be built and there's always like a time delay, or it could be, a couple month move in, or, down the road, depending on where they're at. So that is one of the reasons it's super easy to have a client that's looking out at resale properties. And then I always encourage us, we talk about this a lot on the podcast, that it is always worth checking out new construction specific. And people, I think, have a perception that it's an unattainable thing, or that new build is a very expensive thing. But actually, with their incentives, they can be much more affordable than what you would anticipate just by, off the top of your head. That's why I always tell people to just at least check it out. And I've seen a lot of people get pleasantly surprised. They show up and they're like, oh my gosh, wait a second. Like, this payment on this resale that I almost made an offer on is only a little bit lower than, this,
And a lot of things we do with that is our promotional interest rates, which is where we as a builder buy down the interest rate, and they're 30-year fixed. They're not a 1-year buy down. They're not a 2-year buy down. Some of the programs that you're seeing with other builders, this is 30 years fixed. So this is going to be your interest rate. And because it's lower than market value, you get a little bit of buying power in terms of I can spend a little bit more and have the same payment, or sometimes even a little bit of a lower payment. Yeah. Now those are for our quick move-in homes. They're available now through April. Deliveries.
Okay.
I do think one of the biggest things, though, is that when people hear the interest rate, they don't really register what that really means to them. And I've seen it be as much as like $300 to $400 a month.
Yeah,
absolutely. And that could be a make or break it right there.
Yeah.
So.
And the other nice thing is you guys are amazing. You're so good with financing. We're also prepared to show you different payment methods. I just got someone in on a home that originally wanted Maryland Mortgage Program for the down payment assistance. Great program, especially if you are a bit cash restricted, but you have to use the interest rate that the Maryland Mortgage Program sets out. Yeah. So it doesn't matter what lender you're using that rate. So I showed them that program, but then I said, hey, we've taken a price reduction on this home, so I have comps. What if we finance this closing cost? This is your interest rate. You only have to come up with your down payment on FHA, and because we're covering all closing costs by increasing the price a little bit, your cash out of pocket's a $2,000 difference, but your monthly investment at this point was almost a $450 difference just for the rate. Yeah. And it was like, choice is yours. They went with the interest rate buy down and financing the closing costs because the cash out of pocket was very similar, but your monthly investment, which is what you're paying every month, was so much more comfortable.
Yeah, and DR Horton's they're big. It's a big company, and they're building all over the country, so they have the ability to spend some money and get the rate down for the people. So, which is what we really appreciate. So, what is the interest rates right now on your government, say FHAs?
Right now, we're looking at like 4.99. So
Hit that applause again, right there. That's what I'm talking about. No, that's really, really good. 5.9. You said 5?
4.9.
4.9. What?
Yep.
That's really
And
good.
the good thing is, like they said, it's fixed. You're not having to only have that rate for a year or 2 years.
I think that's really important because I don't think a lot of buyers that are they're out there right now. They get attracted, lured in a little bit by it. It's like smoke and mirrors. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the 2-1 buy down to tell someone they can afford something when really they shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, just because you can doesn't mean
You should.
Yeah.
Right. No,
Yeah.
100%.
I do try to like make sure people are aware of that when I work with people. Like, you know, you can do this, but
Yeah.
But
just think about it.
think
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
In other words, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
No, but that's awesome. So is it paired with any cash to close right now? Is it 4.9 and then
I
close?
mean, that's one of the things. Like, to reach out to us, and we can always tell you what's like, you know, what community is doing what.
Yep.
Like right now in Shepherdstown, I don't really need to, so I'm only
Yep.
giving about 5,000. But
That's still something. What?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And see that only, you know,
Yeah.
quotations. But,
Yeah, but still.
but 10,000 in a lot of our other communities in West Virginia. So you pair that with the interest rate, and honestly, you can't beat it anywhere.
So tell us about your community over there in Shepherdstown. What do you got cooking over there?
I'm kind of down to my last 5 home sites. We're just outside of, you know, the downtown area on sort of walking distance. We don't have a sidewalk yet, but it's coming.
I was wondering,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
seriously,
yeah.
I drive by it all the time. I live in Keedysville. Shepherdstown is super close. And if you don't know or not familiar with Shepherdstown, awesome place.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, it really is. It's like charming, you know, brick buildings, older style vibe. You know, a lot of family owned restaurants.
Yes.
The Bavarian Inns, like right there on the Potomac River. You have
Yep.
the university, and then the community's right next to Morgan's Grove Park, which is like a really, really pretty park for people to, you know, play soccer. You know, walking trails, all that sort of thing. So
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you guys have townhouses or single families?
it's single families,
Single
so
families.
like larger single families with like walkout basements, finished rec room. I do have 2 home sites left that are back to trees, and then we
Did they all have basements?
all the ones that are on like basically like a walkout lot.
Okay.
Are gonna have it, and then on the more flat lots, we did slab foundation.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when the community was just getting started, like the first
was-
couple, I think, were
It was
slab,
it was
right?
a combination.
Okay.
And we still are. So I have like 2 walkout lots left. I have 2 slab lots left, and then have the model home.
Okay.
So if you have anyone that's looking for like a ranch or main level living, you know, the model's going to be a great fit for that.
What's
so,
the pricing for those?
I think that's going to be around 430s, but I haven't really been given that confirmation since it's the model home. It's kind of
Yep.
a little bit special, so we're going to get something a little more unique pricing
Yeah.
wise,
For sure.
probably. But it does come with some like, you know, perks. You know,
What's the, I guess, the range, though, of pricing, like on lower and then the higher end?
I mean, low 300 or low 400s. I mean, for this community. So
Low 400, single family home, and easy access to Maryland.
yeah, stone's throw away. I mean,
Yeah.
you're right over the border. And then we have communities. You know, you can always reach out to me for Stonecrest, which is off of like Shenandoah Junction area.
Oh, yeah.
We have off of where 340 and 9 sort of intersect. There's a community called River Point. That's gonna
That's
be more
where
like that's gonna be more like your townhomes and you know your smaller single families. Definitely a little more like entry level pricing for lack of a better term. And then we're gonna have we have Red Hill out in like Hedgesville area.
Okay.
I don't know.
You guys have a one in Hedgesville?
Yeah, it's Martinsburg, Hedgesville, like right there on that line.
Okay.
I'm not quite as familiar with that area, so I don't know like exactly where it is, but I do know it's like right there on that.
It's in an existing community. Single family homes, really pretty unique floor plans. So I was over there about a month or 2 ago walking through the
Okay.
model. So really nice. With West Virginia, you can call Quinn for all of your West Virginia needs. Just because he's sitting in Charlestown doesn't mean that he can't take you to the other communities
Yeah.
and show you all around.
That's
and
one thing I
help you
really
out.
like about DR Horton and how they work the reps over there, though. Like, you can pretty much just hit somebody up. Like, if you have a rep, which I clearly have my favorites. I mean, these folks here. But you can hit them up, and they can show you other, communities.
Yeah, so once you build that relationship, it's so easy. JD calls, hey, can we make an appointment? What do you have available? What's going on? Or, hey, I have this situation. Do you think there's any way we can work to get them in? And then we will problem solve.
DR Horton's always taking care. They always take care of their agents. They always have. That's kind of the reputation that they've always built, which we've really loved, even in the ebbs and flows of the market when other builders will kick us to the curb, right? Like they
Yeah.
call us when they need us, and then when the getting's getting good,
I call
we're
you all
nothing.
the time.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
You actually do.
yeah.
And I'm like, see, they're reaching out to me. They're proactive over there.
But I think that's why also they have a good rep with agents, because there's
Yeah.
a lot of builders, like we hear of them, right? And we're like,
We know 'em.
we're
We
like,
might say
well,
'em.
Like, we're not going to send our clients there, right?
I
But
might just start saying some builders' names right now.
Don't.
No, I'm just kidding.
Don't get canceled.
It's good to have that relationship, because like when I have a client who calls me, right, and is like, hey, I'm looking for X, Y, and Z, like I'm immediately seeing like, does DR Horton check these boxes?
Right.
You know, and that's a good thing, because you have that relationship between both where we're like, we don't step on each other's toes. Like we know where our certain places, and you know, makes everybody happy.
So these delayed move-ins that you're gonna have, what are you calling them? I'm calling it delayed move-in, but
To be built is basically
To be
like
built,
the term.
okay.
That's the little industry lingo for it, basically.
Yep.
Extended deliveries.
extended deliveries.
I like that one
I
better.
love that you're doing that now, though,
Yeah.
because it allows us, because oftentimes, you guys as viewers, you'll know if you're out there buying, you have something that's coming up that takes precedent that you need to get taken care of before you're moving, and this gives you a little bit of a cushion. So in that event, right, for a to be built, walk us through what that process is like. Are we getting pre-approved and everything, and we're locking down a contract and just putting a settlement date out further out? Is that simply?
Essentially, that's what we're doing. It's kind of business as usual, at least for the time being. This is a little bit new to us as well as far as the process goes. So
Yeah.
we're starting simple. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel overnight. So it's going to be a lot like the process you're used to. Just now, you can basically say like, oh, my person needs to move in 4 or 5 months, not tomorrow.
Right.
And so now we're still a viable option for them.
Which is nice, man, because there have been times where it's like, I know someone's going to buy in 5 months.
Yep.
And then by the time that came, it would be like either, they sold out on the ones that we were looking for or whatever.
Yeah, like right now, I have those lots that, like I said, that back to the tree line. Like previously, if you had someone that was looking 4 or 5 months out, like you couldn't really do anything about that.
Right.
And then, they could take the risk of waiting and then not get anything,
Right.
But now you can lock that in. You can secure the home site that you want. If you see something that like really speaks to what they need, you now have that option to, basically secure it. Which
Talk to us about what is involved in securing a lot. So,
really at the end of the day, sitting down, coming in, signing a contract, and then putting down an earnest money deposit. We collect, $5,000 on quick move-ins, and then we're doing $10,000 on our to-be builds that are further out, just because you're taking off the market for a longer time.
but I will say there's been times where you guys have worked with us where we've had a client I've had a VA buyer. I think
Yes.
it was a VA guy wanted to use his VA benefit and obviously take advantage of that $0 down. And he didn't have quite the amount but this specific situation, the closing cost that was being offered by DR Horton was covering essentially everything. And it was just kind of like, we just need to get a little something in there.
Yes.
And they worked with us.
Yeah.
And that means so much. It meant so much to that buyer.
100%. And at the end of the day, we have our sort of structured policy, but we'll look at everything individually, case by case. It just requires a little extra approval.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't want it to stop the process because you didn't have the money, or I can get to the 10,000 during the building process. Great, bring me $1,000
Right.
each month after your initial deposit. We never want that black and white policy to be like, okay, I can't buy this.
Yeah.
That's
And you'd be surprised though.
How many people will
Are
just
like
give
that.
up? Yeah, a lot of people though will just like give up, not thinking that there's any room for us to work with them. But,
Yep.
we're always willing to do what we can to try push it over the line. I will say also now that we're doing to be builts, you're looking at a longer process, which means that we can do payment plans in a way that it didn't really make sense before.
Right.
Like, I honestly don't even know in the system how to do one because,
It's that new.
Because frankly, I've never had to, we were selling 30 to 60 day closes,
Yeah.
You would have that money typically, ready to go if you're closing in 30 days. But now that we have 5-6 months, you can save up a down payment that you might not have yet, but you will.
That's awesome. This is is this brand new?
It's pretty new.
It's pretty new.
Yeah.
Like within the last couple
Like
months.
pre-holiday, but
It's new to you as the viewer. You've never known about this.
Yeah.
We're just now
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah.
So
No, this is a great option, because there's been many times where I've brought people to DR Horton and they want a specific house, they want to lock it in, but then their lease doesn't end until like 4 months out, right?
Yep.
And they're like, well, what do? I don't want to pay this and I don't want to pay that. And then,
So-
Also, never let a lease ending or not ending stop you. Come talk to us.
Yes.
We can problem solve around that too. If
Yeah.
you found your beautiful immediate delivery, but I don't want to pay for a couple more months lease.
Yeah.
We can always look at rearranging incentives. So
yeah. Whether
And
it's-
also, what's interesting is we were just talking about this the other day at our team meeting with leases in Maryland and getting out of leases and stuff like that.
Are we allowed to say that on air?
Well, no. What I advise
Disclaimer:
everybody.
we aren't an attorney.
No. Listen, don't even take it there, okay? Listen, all I was going to say is that oftentimes it just really depends on your specific lease. And I think that people they think, I have a lease and I can't get out until 8 months from now. Read the lease, okay? That's where I'd start first. And I've had clients, I'm like, look, send me your lease. I'll review it for you, and we'll see what the exit, plan is. There's always usually an exit plan in there that tells you what you have to do. And honestly, there may be some that'll say, oh, yeah, you have to pay it all. Like, oftentimes you can reach out to the landlord. You can figure something out. They just don't want to be stuck, and have no notice. But most of the time, if you give them proper notice, hey, I'm looking to buy. I know that, maybe you're halfway through a 2-year lease. They've already got a year out of you. It just depends. So, but like they said, they're willing to work with you, and that's definitely something to not let stop it, I wouldn't say.
Yeah, I would say that's been my experience as far as like dealing with people with lease situations. Like, I see people immediately like give up. Like, I see it like mid conversation, like they're like, oh, but we're in, and I'm like, stop, think about it. Like, really, like exactly what you said. They want someone in there that's really all they care about.
Yeah.
So let them know a lot of times they're especially individually owned.
Yeah, Meemaw and Peepaw down the road.
Yeah, exactly. They're normal. Like they're
Meemaw and Peepaw. I'm gonna be buying a house here soon. Let me get out of this thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. So I mean, usually they'll work with you. I mean, that's been my experience. So always let us know. Give us a chance to sort of figure it out, and chances are we will.
Give them a chance. All right. That's if you're taking one thing away from this podcast today, give DR Horton a chance. Everybody, give it a round of applause for my guy Quinn here. Hit the round of applause, Quinn. We love Quinn. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having me.
How are we doing today?
Doing all right.
Awesome. We're killing it. We're killing it.
A little before. I think
I love it. No, we really love her. She's never been on the show before. That's why we're super excited to have her on today and talk about her community and what she's got going on over there. Yeah. She did not know. I'm giving everybody a heads up. We basically lied to her. We said, you're not going to talk. We're just going to show your face. Yeah, we're like, you're not even going to be on camera. No, now we're just throwing her in.
I was definitely bamboozled into this.
Yeah. You were tricked. Bait and switch.
I have debilitating stage fright.
No, it's
Seriously,
easy.
No.
We're just some chill peeps hanging at a table.
I know. This is cool. I like it.
But so tell us a little bit about what you got going on. Where are you at? Where's your community?
So I'm at Wren Quarter.
I love Wren Quarter.
Wren Quarter, yeah. So we've been open for about 4 years now, going on 4 years. I know it's been 4 years.
That's crazy.
That does sound like a long time.
I remember when it was like brand new, and I was like, "Oh, this proximity." Wren Quarter is really close to downtown Frederick. You get the new build, and still get to enjoy historic downtown Frederick. It's not far.
There, it's minutes walkable. So, and we're gonna have that connection soon.
Yeah, that's one of the things I was gonna ask.
So we'll be actually a mile, from downtown.
That is
Frederick.
awesome.
Yeah.
Like a little towpath situation.
Yeah, Carroll Creek
extension. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Yes. If you guys don't know about Carroll Creek, I'm sure you do if you're watching this podcast because you're around this area. It is a beautiful, beautiful part of Frederick, and there's tons of good restaurants down there. And so that's going to be huge. I think that's going to be half of the appeal for Wren Quarter. It's just knowing how close you are.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, so the proximity to downtown and just the location close to commuter routes, all the major accessories has been a big, what did you say? Lure.
Yeah, big lure.
A big lure.
It's a big old lure. That's a big lure for the people.
So that's driven a lot of our buyers to the community.
So what do you got right now as far as inventory? What do you got over there?
So townhomes, single family homes, townhomes. We're down to 2 floor plans. So we've got anywhere from like 490 up to mid 500s for our townhomes. Okay. And then our single family homes, we're between 7 and 8 at this point. So they're selling around 780 for our traditional series, around 700 for our neos.
I like the traditionals.
And so for your community, is it the same that Quinn has? Or?
A little bit, similar, a little bit different. So our price point obviously is a little higher than Quinn's. So we have a little better closing cost assistance. So we've got $15,000.
Okay. Applause. She doesn't know, Sam. Hit the applause. She's going to. There we go.
I wanted to do it.
I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah, so we've got $15,000, and then the same buy down rate. So 5.5 conventional, 4.99 FHA.
That is so good.
Yeah.
4.9% interest rate and $15,000. So if you're coming in with an FHA loan, You got your 3.5% down payment. You might have a couple grand, to bring aside from that, which is like, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
You can buy a brand new home as a first time home buyer.
Yeah.
What else is going on over in Ren Quarter? We know that is there some buildings, some things going on over there?
We have been told that commercial is coming to the space. So so there's going to be 5 buildings, about 20 retail spaces for shopping, dining, all within the community.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So Matin is building.
Are we allowed to share that?
I love it. Leanna doesn't know this, but they asked me this the last time I was here, and I was like, we got to cut. We
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
cut.
Oh,
We
right.
can't say it was when we didn't know.
Okay. Do we still know?
No, it's confirmed.
Okay, so we can confirm it now? All right.
Nice.
Oh, wait.
Yay, applause again.
This is the best episode. We are killing this episode.
It is coming. It is coming. We don't
That
know
is good.
when, but it is coming.
That's okay. We don't need to know when. I just want to know that it is coming.
Yeah.
That's because that is very exciting.
It's gonna
So
look really good. Yeah.
yeah, and so man, you'll have your own little area, and then if you want to bounce into downtown, that'll be
Yeah.
cool too.
Yeah.
So Sam, tell us, where are you going? Okay, so why is she here? Where are you going?
I know. I'm so sad. I hope this isn't my last podcast. I'll just pop in on them. They won't know when I come back to visit.
I know everybody's really sad about this. Well, I am very particularly sad about this.
I will be transferring. I'm staying with DR Horton, but I am going to be relocating to our Northern Florida division.
Oh,
So warm weather. Although I did hear there were some, frozen iguanas there because
Oh,
it's been
gosh.
so cold.
yeah,
but
they were falling out of the trees.
What?
Literally,
I
just
researched
falling.
how to save them so that I can be prepared when I get
It was
down there.
25 in Orlando for the first time in like decades.
Yes.
That's
But
crazy.
It'll be warm again by the time I get back down there.
You better hope. I kind of hope you get a little cold front down there.
No, so
I'm gonna be mad.
maybe she'll come back.
I will be transferring down there. I'm very excited. A really big region. One of our dear, dear beloved favorite managers, Jim, took a promotion down there, which gives it a very nice soft landing. I'm just looking for a new adventure, a change, new products, some warmer weather. For anyone that is licensed here and in Florida or thinking about it.
And
just
we know
call
you are.
me.
This, for some reason, we talked about this a little bit the other day. There is a massive amount of agents that are duly licensed here in Maryland.
Especially in Frederick.
Yes.
see it
We
on
know a couple that actually go down to Florida, do a little
Yeah.
business, come back to Frederick. So if you're watching that and that is you,
Call
please.
me because
yeah.
there's just so much coming and onboarding from entry level products to, again, we talked about Emerald once before, Emerald on the water products down there.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
if anyone remembers,
You say on the water? Mm-hmm. All right, we got to talk.
they still have a VIP program for realtor commissions down there.
Okay.
So if you're thinking,
Whoa, hold.
That's
Leanna's like, don't.
I'm out. Peace.
Could you stop?
If you want to hop on a plane that costs a couple $100 to come down and do a transaction, I can do it remotely too.
Okay.
I've got you. We still pay more commission up here to our realtors in Maryland than any other builder.
Oh, no,
So
that's
we are not
100%
leaving you out.
fact. I was just busting
I
it
just had
up
to
a little
plug-
bit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Recovery.
Yeah.
Recovery.
I'm not going to make it to Florida. Leanna's going to take me out back.
I love it. So when is this taking place? When are you going?
So my last day is the 13th,
Okay.
and then
Coming
I will
right up.
be transitioning down there on the 25th. I will have a happy hour so you guys can all come say goodbye.
My muscle memory is still going to just dial Sam when I need
And
Maryland stuff.
That's totally fine. I'll just be like, yes, Leanna's working today.
Yeah,
or I
yeah.
quit. But the biggest reason for this is we wanted everyone to have eyes on who is going to be in the area.
100%.
So it's, if you call me, I'll still get you in touch.
Yep.
But Leanna, Quinn, and then we have Somerville Farms finally opening in the next few months. So we'll have another Frederick community
Where's that?
where Summers Farm used to be.
Oh,
the
really?
original.
Wait, so the Summers Farm that's there now is not the original?
No, that's not the original. That
Like where they do the hay rides and all the like the big fall thing?
yeah, that's only been in that location for about 2 years.
Oh, no way.
Because we bought the original Summer Farm.
No
That's
way.
when
I've
they sold
only-
it and wanted to downsize.
So you bought it from them and then they were like, all right, we're just going to use that money to buy another little farm
I'm
here.
not sure if they already had that or what. I just know that the owners were getting older. They didn't want to let go completely.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to take care of such a big property.
How much land was it? I don't know. But it was a lot, obviously. I mean,
we're gonna have quite a few. I think it's like 600, 700 homes that are
oh
going
my
in there.
gosh.
I think it's more like 300, isn't it? 3 to 4?
I don't know. I'm not the sales rep there.
It's anywhere between 300 and 700.
Okay.
A lot.
300
Yeah.
and 200,000. Okay, that's where we're at, somewhere
Just-
in there.
Just call us meteorologists, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
We could have 0 homes there, or we could have 5,000.
No, that is that's very exciting. So when did you say that that's going to start? March.
Wow.
Like
The
like
model
like
home,
we'll
March
start be able to like
16th is when we start the model home.
Okay.
So we're gonna do some pre-sales there, which is also a new like thing that we're doing. We don't really pre-sell like other builders.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try that out for the
That's
first time.
exciting.
So yeah, so we should be selling.
you think by the end of the year?
Oh, they should be open by
we'll
the
be
summer.
open by summer.
Wow.
Probably pre-selling in March, April. Yeah.
Let's go. No, we really appreciate you guys coming out here. Quinn, pop over, show
Yeah, I
your
was gonna
face.
say,
Show
come
your
on over,
beautiful
Quinn.
face one more time. We want to see it. We are so grateful for our our DR Horton family over here. We love having them on the podcast any chance that we can get because, as you know, we do more business with you than any other builder here in the area. So we do cherish our relationship with them. And this is a passing of the torch, if you will. So, but make sure to tune in. We're going to be back. We may not have Sam with us, but we will certainly have them on later down the road to share more incentives. We appreciate you tuning in today and have a wonderful week.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Peace.